My name is Alexandra Cuevas, and I'm studying a PhD in the molecular pharmacology lab. I decided to come to the UK to study because I was looking for an opportunity to get kind of a new cultural experience, but I don't speak a foreign language very well, so that was kind of a limiting factor. And the UK has a really good reputation with university schooling, so I knew whatever I did here as a degree would transfer to the US if I moved back for a career or anything like that. I felt like it would be a nice way to kind of experience the world, and I chose Oxford Brookes because my first decision was whether I wanted to be in London or outside of London, and I decided that I didn't really want to be in London. It was a little bit too crazy for me, so I started looking at other universities kind of in the other areas of England, and I fell in love with how the city of Oxford, it looked beautiful, just the right size, not too big or too small. So then I started looking at what kind of degrees I was interested in, and biotechnology was definitely one of the top things that was kind of getting my interest. I felt like it would be a degree that would be useful in a lot of different areas because I wasn't 100% sure what I wanted to do after I finished. So that was pretty much the major factor, since they offered that degree and it was a nice location. So I had done my master's thesis in the same lab that I've started a PhD in, and we all got along really well, so my supervisors recommended me to apply. They were going to be putting up a new PhD, so I applied and went through the interview process and everything, and I got the position, so I feel really lucky. So my current research, I'm working in quite a hot topic right now, is how insecticides are affecting bees. And I'm doing kind of a molecular approach to this, which is kind of a bit novel. It's very exciting, and we're hoping to kind of shed some new light on the situation that's been so far a lot of behavioral studies. So, my favorite thing about it, doing a PhD here at Brookes, is that the supervisors are really involved. If I have any problems or questions, I know that they're going to be there to support me, and I know that I'm really lucky because a lot of people don't have that kind of support when they're feeling confused about their data or results or whatever's not. It's really nice to have somebody that you can speak to and email and so forth. So. It was quite shocking to me when I first came here, actually, because the classes were a lot smaller than what I was used to back in the US. It is also a bit surprising to me that the exam format is very different here. There's a lot of written assignments and not any multiple choice tests, which would not have been the case if I had studied in the US. But I actually quite prefer it because I think you learn a lot more about a topic that interests you when you have to research it rather than just memorizing facts for an exam. Yeah, I think the biggest help actually was my flatmates. I was really lucky that I had some really nice flatmates, and they were one of them was from London and the other one was from Greece, so kind of European. They helped me figure out how to ride the buses and stuff because I had never done that before, and that was probably the hardest thing about moving here, was not having my car. But yeah, that was probably the most helpful, just making friends with your flatmates and getting involved in the societies and stuff, so you have support kind of with people with common interests. Yeah, I would definitely recommend studying here. I mean, it's been a great experience. The staff is really friendly. Everyone here is really nice. Oxford's the most amazing city I've ever been in. Everyone is from a different place. It's a great mixture of there's always something to see and something to do. So it's been the best experience of my life. After I finish, I haven't thought too much about that because there's quite a bit in between now and then, but I do know that I want to stay in academic area, probably be a professor at a university. Haven't really limited where I want to do that yet, so it's just, I guess, whatever opportunity seems the most exciting, because I feel like with my degree I'll probably have a lot of options. So, yeah, I definitely have tips. Okay, so the first one, if you're coming from a country where don't know how to ride a bus, you should definitely figure that out as soon as possible. I was a bit intimidated by riding buses for quite a while by myself, so yeah, I had to walk everywhere to get groceries and it just took a long time. Also, I think another important thing is probably to buy a bicycle. Oxford is definitely easier to get around by bike rather than bus or car, so that's probably really important. And I think joining a society is also my top tip, just because if you move here, you can really feel isolated if you don't reach out and connect with people, so I think it's important to get involved.